I don't know, you guys. So, you know, I just want to talk to you guys. For me, lately, I've been using my abilities to do like Google reviews and talk about establishments and do all that to leave people mostly good reviews. And then when I have a bad one, a lot of times I'll just give them 1 star and talk about what happened to balance out the equation, right? So, and like I've had some bad experiences lately, and I want to talk to you guys about this. So, first of all, actually, this happened after this one, but the second one I had, was recent, okay? I met a local welder, okay? This is what happened. Very short. I'm going to keep it short. Showed up at his place, and everything was nice. He's a nice guy, and I like him personally. But, when I was at his place, he was welding something onto my bike, dude. Before that even happened, I showed up like, maybe I was there for 8 to something minutes. Okay, and he's standing out in the middle of a field, and there's a white flat table. Nothing else is there. There's just a welding machine. I put my phone down for a second with my lighter and my cigarettes, and just account for some things, just whatever. And then my phone's missing, right? And I'm like, what the heck, dude? Where's my phone? And I'm like checking myself. And I'm like, I can't find my phone, dude. I just put it down right here. I don't know what happened. He's like, oh, I don't know, dude. Did you bring it? I'm like, yes, I definitely brought it. I just put it down right here. He's like, I don't know. And he's like, I don't see it anywhere. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, dude. And then we looked for like a few more seconds, and then I'm just like, I can't find it, dude. What is happening? It's going, 15 seconds go by, 20 seconds, almost 30 seconds, I guess. And I'm like, I can't, what on earth? I put it down right here. He's like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm like, wow, what the heck, dude? So I take out my watch, dude. Okay, my freaking what is this? A Google Pixel watch? Okay, and I call my phone real quick with the Bluetooth, and it rings from his pocket, dude. I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, dude, how? Yeah. So I put I think this guy stole my and I don't want people to go there. Okay, watch out. He texts me. He's all pissed off. And honestly, dude, I think there's a risk that he didn't mean to do it. Okay, but like at the same time, I've never seen anything like that, and it's so hard for me to believe. I don't know, guys. What would you advise? I don't want to throw around my power and just like punish people that don't deserve it. You understand? That's terrible. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't want to like, you know, I think the right thing to do is to spread the word that certain establishments that have the ability to run their business a certain way and still don't. Like the restaurant that I gave them a horrible review. That I showed up to an interview, okay, that to this bar. They scheduled an interview with me, rode my motorcycle over there, and they knew I was doing that. And then they sent me home, like basically as soon as the interview started, as soon as she found out that I worked at another location, that they